Hello and welcome back, guys. So in here we're going to simply add a few cosmetic changes. For example, when I click on contacts, the contacts appear immediately, settings, they all appear immediately, but we can soften that up by adding some transitions. So adding transitions is quite easy. So let me go to the includes folder where all this information is coming from. So I want to add one in contacts. So I'm going to open the contacts thing here. All right. So for the contacts, this item here is one contact, and this one is another contact. Okay, actually, this is the div that holds all contacts. So I want to add a transition on this particular one. Now, to add a transition here is very simple. So first of all, what I need to do is, let me leave some space here. And so I must mention that you can skip this step, no problem, and your website will still work fine. This is just cosmetic additions, okay? So for example, to add transitions, let's put a style tag right there. And then let's duplicate it and let's put a closing tag. Okay, hold on 1 second. I need some light here. I'm failing to see my own keyboard. It's getting dark here. Okay, there we go. I am set to go. All right, so the style there, I'm going to add something called a keyframe. So I'm going to put at keyframes, add keyframes like so, and then I'm going to add the name of the keyframe, this animation. So this is how you create animations. So I'm just going to name it appear like so. And then the important thing is to add what happens at a specific point in time. So here at 0%, this is what will happen, and then I'll copy that. Probably just duplicate it like this and say at 100%. So now you can put what happens at 0, at 10%, 20%, up to 100. You can put as many as you want in between here, okay? But I just want to use 0 and 100 because this is a very simple animation. So in here, what I want to do is make sure that the opacity starts off as 0, right? So that it's 0 opacity, and then I put the opacity at 100%, at 1 here on 100%. But before that, it's not only the opacity, I want to also transform. So I'm just going to say transform, full colon there. I'm going to use the translate. Okay, so here you can use the scale, translate and rotate. Those are 3 things you can use. So I just want to translate this so that it starts at minus 100 pixels. So this is the translation Y. So you can use the translation X if you want to. So I'm going to copy this and paste it in here, and then remove, put it at 0 pixels, and then put this at 1. So what I'm telling it is that when when the transition begins, the opacity of the item will be 0, and then it will move immediately to minus 100 pixels, which is slightly lower than it normally is, and then slowly it's going to transition to opacity 1 and then transform to its normal position of 0 pixels. Okay, great. So in order to activate this animation, so you can use this animation on multiple items, that's fine. So here we're going to use it on this very item, and we're going to say animation, full colon, and then we're going to put the name of the animation, and we're going to specify how long it takes to run this animation. So I want it to run for half a second, so I'm going to say 0.5s. And then I'm going to put a transition of ease. I could say ease in or ease out, but I'm just going to say ease on both sides. And that's it. That's how you make an animation. This should work just fine. So where is this? This is in contacts. So let's give it a spin and see what happens. So I'll click here, and so you see the contacts appeared. They didn't appear immediately, they just slowly there. However, the translation did not work. So what is going on? All right, so I missed an S here. It's supposed to be transform. All right, so refresh contacts. There we go. So now I don't want them to be on the other side. I want them to be positive Y. So I'll remove the negative there and see, that's what I wanted. Okay, great. So you can put whatever animations you want right here, and it's going to work. And now if for some reason you want, because we've added the animation on individual, on the whole box that contains this, but you can still add the animation on individual items like that. So let's say, for example, this is where the item is, so I can add the animations on this if I wanted to. The only problem is this part which shows how long the animation lasts is hard-coded, so it will mean they'll still move at the same pace, unless you can add a random number here, and that's going to randomize the action. So we can do that in a later video, so you can see how it works. But the 100 is too much, turns out, so I'm going to put 50 pixels there and do that like that. Okay, and it could be softer, so I'm just going to make it last 1 second. I think that's much better. So there we go, something like that, exactly. Okay, so I'm going to copy this part here and do the same for the settings. So I'm going to go to settings.php, and since we already have styles actually here, we are lucky. So we're going to just paste this over here and delete the styling, the tags for the styling like this. Great. Then I'm going to copy this because I'm going to use it as it is, and I'm going to go to, wait a second, yeah, so I can use this one or that. Okay, so I'm going to put it on this, paste like that. So contacts, settings, there we go. So you can put whatever animations you want here. It's really up to you. For example, if right here, I can also put a rotation, for example. Let me do this. So there's transform, translate, and I can also put rotate and say 30 degrees, like so. And then I will keep in mind that this transform, this rotate is still in the transform section here. That's why I've just left a space here, because this is one property here, this is one style here. So instead of 30 here, I'm going to put it at 0 degree so that it comes back to normal, like that. Contacts, though that's weird, but you get the idea. So I can put it at 10 degrees, something like this. And then I can do the settings like so. Now, the thing is, if you notice when I click on settings, it's rotating from a particular corner here. So you can move where you want the rotation to actually happen from by saying, going here and putting another property called transform origin. It's transform origin, like that. And then you can specify using percentages. So for example, here at the top corner here, that's 0% X, 0% Y. So if I say 100% X, it's here, 100% X and 0% Y. But here it's 100% X and 100% Y. So let's try that one. 100%, 100%, like this. So that's the transform origin. So it's going to rotate from this corner right here. So I'm going to do this, and you see it's rotating from that corner. Boom. If you want it to rotate from there, it's 0, 0. So oops, let me try this again. And there, like that, and there you go. So it comes in like that. So it's entirely up to you. In the middle is 50-50, of course, so it will rotate in the center. So I'm not going to be adding this rotation, or maybe I can add it just a little bit. Looks cool. And then I'll put 100 here, just for fun. Refresh, like that, and then contacts. All right, so and then one more thing here, because I'm missing an image here, and that doesn't look too good. So what I will do is go to my UI, get one of these icons, and then just change one of these, which I'm not using, to logout.png, like so, so that when I refresh the page, at least I have something there. Okay, so cosmetic issues done. Now what we're going to do next is to add something to change this image right here. So I'll see you in the next video.